Yes, hello, good morning. And yeah, early Tuesday morning, Ghana 2025, January. I think that there is a lot of echo political development, and I'm sure, sir, if you are following what is happening currently, yenya vetina echo and draw and start a year three nominees. That is the minister in charge of energy, the Attorney General, and then Minister of Finance. And the first names are the new president, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. I elect you almost said the John Mahama 2.0. No, these are individuals are more ebe manage finance ato forcing AG department Dr. Ayin and Jenna Paul will go to energy ministry, and the vetting is underway. A lot of stuff also. Sometimes it's very frustrating to watch, especially looking at the conduct of the minority leader, Afenyo Markin, because in my view, he's more like an obstructionist. Some of the questions, will be something to me, will be he just want to show off as if say me too, I'm here some. That is the kind of attitude that I'll put it up before the committee. So sometimes it's very frustrating to even follow what is going on, because some of the questions I will be sir with him say it makes sense, especially and Ras I will hear in the banter with his co-chair regarding this oral committee. Yeah, na oka hwasem. The question no more ka hwasem a tribunal as to whether say obe establish a tribunal to deal with cases then he flipping this aura. But I don't know why people have become so much fixated on this particular aura thing, because this is not the first time a president is setting up committee. Afenyo Markin him say on one case the president Akuffo Addo set up interministerial committee to deal with galamsey and as a forum. So if you're asking say aura your constitution, the question then is a interministerial committee, and several of them are President Akuffo Addo set it up no. Na legal na say illegal. Some of these childish tantrum that Ghanaians are very serious at this time. And what's not committee anymore? Let that particular seriousness and that ingenuity reflect. Because my culture say it's not politics as usual. You might think say in the past, more committee in this was answer way that kind of candy agro. Say Ghana for any daho, they are very serious. They just want to hit the grounds running. So some of these trivia, childish, infantile reaction tantrums, just trying to place a mention or her kind of attitude. No, I think maybe we need to move on, and then relevant question. I will free so baby some no many just ask them. We move on. At the end of the day, a say you didn't fit to say or you're qualified to hand over to handle the defensive position at their manner, then we move on. But this back and forth unnecessary, this kind of showmanship, I think is really silly and unnecessary. Right? We need to move on. And main topic for discussion about Kanhwasem has to, so we have pictures now a rolling behind me now. Clearly you see the statue has finally come down. The statue has finally fallen to the ground. And when this whole statue thing came up, we told you because I will hear Ghana for reaction to even Akuffo Addo's presidency and the fact that Western region and a place the John Mahama administration now all corner Emma Cocoa Road at the moment say cocoa a lot of natural resources do come from the west. So if nothing at all Yanya road construction, Cocoa Road. They embarked on some of the roads in the western region was given to contractors and normal working on. Immediately government change, every single project was stopped. Don't for Crow and associate now what say because of this Cocoa Road I hot yet, because the senior minister then brought in this Crow and associate to go and audit that particular contract now. John Mahama government I know the day nothing came out of it. The baby now by a scandal then a the AG the auditor general the two ja na yanimguasie and sabi and someone wom ohwekra na very disheartening, but that is exactly what happened. So when this is a precedent that will be there for 8 good years in the western region, I don't know any monumental project that a president can boast of and say, oh, maybe yeah attorney, maybe yeah president in the Western region for this is what I have done for you. Let me just this is what I have done for you, the people of Western region. There is absolutely nothing to speak of. Then you turn around to go and put your difference, your statue. At the time, the political landscape, you know, is so charged, and I say for now, you are just seeking to, as a would dig Ghana for who fell, so grow your home, said you. And the president had the audacity in the midst of this political tension, the express Ghana for how na mandia ye hoping say betimi navigate echo ball that your friend say a draw hold ya him for to unveil this particular statue is the reason why you saw the reaction from Ghanaians on various social media platforms that people threaten said this particular thing because what I know is a way a president that's a ubu mine ya and yawo and I've statue. Na mom your man for na ne be ya apre asi statue wasi ho won kopere na there's some funny justification came out say na onim ho hwe na omo ye de she na nimonyam for what did he do at the place hospital no de kokosi e tete hospital asabi facelift krom pelmon sankan ye baby o de kosi and just go and look at the ground ground na yede statue no kwa kosi ye was filthy because they couldn't even uplift that particular place where yan time na se for e ya tachem na nipa nim nyansanti no ye kosisi atachem ene ye kobo dwa koyeye e Ghana for abufuo. And the promise was that, and I'm one of the people I may say immediately after elections, this particular statue should come down. And a lot of Ghanaians express similar thing because in Kyei said I'm omampanyini statue there. Ubeka se ye mungu. But one fa kwan papa so ensi oba braba bone amamuo bone a waye no krom ha nyina wa nya akokoduro ni nyansa ampa Ghana for chew. Na on top of that, ukosi sa statue no si ho use state money. The only idea Ghana for betimi aye is to bring it down. And it's the reason why ne sa statue no ye twe na forma and hu se ne nanenam forma tese animguasia nko because initially no some people threaten say ombetu dia call no ankasa ne krom ko krom eye chebi obo modern koma wifi e wo krom at some point in time na asie ye kra na ye tie ne nasefo no wo ho and several other people road kra no what stop it basic infrastructure no munibi kwasi abosia na ya bogu swa there is absolutely nothing sensible na ye betim dia kire se we ne de ye so the last thing that you could betim dia janipa no and so be show mo that particular respect but yakone yakosi state because there was just orderless and a tiwa adodan kwasa animguase woman na ono so police service CID obegu nanim aseta kra dem kra mayewa yeraye no ono so yatam no question Yoko and then she got some people to use state money to build another statue for her and we are not by yesabi because these are people who have done absolutely nothing as if say you to me na ye twetwe Ghana for. So I am a say immediately power change in sa tiwa adodam kwa we na the first na ebugu ye and sana this particular one e follow a kire say wo som nipa yi wakomam na som nipa yi na wo ye de ya enye obi na beka se yensi statue ene kwa me nkroma statue esikrom several other leaders statue esikrom why na akoso okobua utuagu that is the question you should be asking yourself. And why are people were so much angry about this particular Akuffo Addo statue? Because Anyashi or your president. Into what Tenasia Bisa who say, among four statues is a crum, I didn't know a young mubia President Akuffo Addo statue na yebuno. Because of her braba, tumino nyai or the boy, eh? Ahomaswo, a jay, arrogance. Where you need to listen to the people, no, or yeah, the other way around. Timi Kyei fancy and seko kachira him for say monsore na monchia me na munhu samaba economy of the state you know atitia pansama to the stance and aban no kono energy sector gas kra ye gya ho ama aban na oba no ba befa no ya hye nyina there is no gas bust as o jabi wo ho for national security reason you know they didn't leave a 10 I put to the new government in a very crisis position. They need to do whatever possible to ensure say gas to power our generation, your power plant. don't also forget to say the amount of money you leave here as a debt at the energy sector. And yeah, kaketwa. And that's the Intimian Tenase and IPPs for an Tenase and Casamo Akuman Tom Williama. Ombedu mo plants because my culture say yeah energy mix, you know. Private sector, I want to say IPP, independent power producers, you know. That is the IPPs, you know. Or more equal 50%. So almost shut it down or more plant. This whole country will go into darkness. And these are some of the things Ananka yeah shares and ka bind bit me yeah. And na ye energy sector near to me. Say I'm not say Ghana yen to me a more than add about 240 megawatts to a generation mixer. In a year time, no, ye benya your fence generational capacity no deficit. And recently, na sa Akuffo we nam radio so catch us say John Mahama since pay or take a power purchasing agreement be brea. Abro ye so ye hu de yemfanye we are running at loss. Adienche ye ene ye nam dum so mo. Enti President Akuffo Addo Ghana for end time Namu me ya brabo boni a boy in the last 8 years and nipa Kenyans asem chira wuntie eno na ene amanfo de ahomtie akobu state o natu agu no where you might think say politically motivated because some of the TV stations and radio station went to the ground to interview people kwana kokotie in sama western region for eka about the state yo mame for sanka young people kwana mo interview or mo baka say young people there because of youthful exuberance and yakoma ben yentino go and look at some of the interviews a course our western region e maame mpanimfo and actually modern expressing how angry wow we share video we met try na me the interviews ni bi atoa so and to make sure you watch the video to the end so that you understand what I'm telling you. That is how angry Ghana for ye. You boosted you know, you expect some common for a bubefu, but people are jubilating, people are happy, people are celebrating the fact that this particular statue is down. Senka ambuangua. Now some people were even asking, said they will go through legal process for a permission to move it to his hometown. Now the president now free say wabobra papa. I didn't know unko statue unko si ukrom. But enama brabo bonia. Audio minor bo. Na wanja legacy papa biya o baby antino. Ene. Ghana for say enough of this nonsense. This statue must come down. Lo and behold, nitina da for me. Enti sikana nesefo yesesade yes anema we nyina ako waste. Because things like this, you know, the people must endure. The people must find connection. People must accept it. Because Enam said a braboa a course in the last 8 years, and my culture said a leave a scar, an indelible imprint on the minds of Ghanaians. A leave a scar on the conscience of our democracy. A period that Ghana can never forget. And I like the words yeah, Akuffo I used to describe Akuffo Addo's era. He said the entire 8 years, you know, will be a loud reminder of how not to govern. How not to govern. And some of us tag it as the worst period in our democratic journey. The worst period. Every single democratic gains via has been reversed at a lightning speed, with impunity, with arrogance, with disdain, with disrespect. And that is the scorecard. And the SC was summarized in the 2024 elections outcome. The MPP has suffered defeat in the history of this country. Party BN defeat and suffered that defeat. And Sanema Wenesanka Emma Omunya Ahobrasier. But we have poster Afenyo Markin to parliament and so see conducting a honor. Makata said that guy, you don't even qualify to call yourself minority leader because you don't have the numbers. You were just a micro mini leader. Chair now what is no crown say Yakopeke to every man. I say BBC Parliament House now what so because more gumonimasi because of arrogance. But they don't even accept that particular fact. Look at his posture on the vetting committee. heckling his colleague. I understand some of these things, but you see, questions are all bizarre. Sometimes to say answer be an unnecessary heckling, just to drag the process, some attitude will do a be as a two for. Now, wouldn't my foot I didn't tell one to Akuffo Addo for. So wouldn't my foot you could have cautioned or advised the president when he was on high horses, throwing himself all around this country as if says be on when nim nyansa okromano. So Afenyo Markin, who nyansa bi wa futu bi the tour. That particular afutu na senka odema Akuffo Addo dada ansa na this eventual embarrassment way ebe this big. You see, Ghana for an American, Ghana for the whole, and your partisan politics na yeah. But some of this trivial partisan politics approach, just to help public sentiment, and as if one Sanya man come, cultural say, the only thing that will save you henceforth, I say you learn to display intelligence. It is the display of your intellectual dexterity. How you are able to express yourself award certain bearings.
Sure, sir. Obesi and Kyei do me the see what more at the ma of my penny dada nana da Akuffo Addo. I bet me send the monyam. Then the monyam ni be so at me account. Yeah, otro was here. Extra prefer say. And your money na at the dream home. Name a wo. And also my assessor. Usika Okonya, the process of a Juba or the shower, sir. What tell you, as I make a word, what tell you? A Juba or the shower, sir. As regional minister, and the power could be in Numa, we are free regional ministry appointment. Another than Akuffo Addo the shower, sir. A home for swore, and a winner, and a DBC. Statue way and the share another than Akuffo Addo and Munyam. So one question, and you have been here.
A Sunday,
if I saw that on a
Sunday.
Now we are not so why Juma every year. Na any na watching you. Na Juma, we see one more. And Kyei, we see one more on the share. Nipa forward Juma and Munyam. Say a bubwa to a gua. Ask yourself this simple question. What do I know? As to a near NASA ready. This very particular question. Who na? The not that go for the forward Juma. I was say, a Juma no this show on Sado. Why yeah? I'm a Munyama Bem. When you're so fast war, it is some fast one bino. All the share you of forward Juma no any Munyam. Enti udi bibia sa obeye statue e de hye na monyam and Kyei dum a obi atwa wo ho no mo a runabout we na another Akuffo Addo runabout. Meanwhile, it is not a state approved statue. It is not a state monumental project. It is not a state funded project. I bet we don't say so work say. Where the a young Ghana for you now, and the Jatum, and the Yaye, and the Yakwasi, but me to say what's the region. So, as a phobia home, now listen to this very particular story. Nanu ya dream mante bi yo mo adwe kokko bu ne na ba ko atete na chi ho no mo kakra bi regional minister kwabroche da ko e ka kire the regional commander because sometimes no to me after the western regional commander I am in charge of the Ghana police service I ka kire say ni pa bonifuo bi e pese obubu na na da ko Akuffo Addo statue no etotwene enti opemrantia obuho din no mo tumi go guide statue no. Now listen to this. The Western Regional Commander under a direct call from the regional minister at Abrante Maku 24. At a police personnel Maku 24. Ekwe just set you know 24 hours for more than 1 week. And the question is that yes, and what's idea with me? If you think that Akuffo Addo has served his country well, do a war quadrature that war. I am what you may. Locus when I was also quite yesterday to the shop and paid any munyam. Whoa! Wait. It's a Juma man now, oh yeah. Regional Minister Biantinia won't quite also where Juma so fast war. It is time for Swanee be now yesterday to ask them and pay any munyam. Wait. And I should move crock what the Josuba and I hope so done it. Someone. At the way there, Omabo Coco. Some are not to tell the nature, no. Omabo ye. We're more to Honomo. Momokoye. Wait. Momokoye. I remember very well, sir. Go first started into another other way in the house, right?
Fellow Ghanaians.
Other way in the house, right? You put it one in the house, right? Yeah, we had a new series. Last year, as a bit of a movie to her. That's a movie. It's a buffet, but fair about what movie to her. It's my favorite moment to what movie to her.
Fellow Ghanaians.
Oh, no, house, no. No, but you see, it is not funny. Wait. It is not funny. This is an image of the president, the former president of the Republic of Ghana. But then I'm saying, protocols were not duly followed in T. Obiaba sorry, I am your pebia at any time on any day.
Fellow Ghanaians.
I feel to say, maybe that my friend can understand to Babu. Baby, every I will memuha. Baby, every I will memuha. Yen Paco Marseille. When it's a young man, Ghana of war, a pair. So if you are resetting our country called Ghana, we should reset every single thing. When Obia, what about your memuha? Why you buy a Juma? Why you buy a Juma? No more brabia, that person would never be recognized. Why? And you Pabako and the question of how Ebubutugu here. Let me give you a very brief history. Now, no, our airport runabout. So now the big sis, starting on this one, I mean, a branch back from nowhere. From nowhere, the big sis in the crown, I recognize. I mean, they are part of history. Even though in the book of history, there's nothing like big six. In the book of history, there's nothing like big six. Everybody is aware. But you recognize what I say. Obaye Juma Sumi and the boy my Ghana. A branch back sorry no pa. Emu boom in that go from. And nobody obey me anything. Or to me, yes, Sunday when my nipa back say no security person. Quality no. Until say, Obubu ye and sana. Kukufa. Yasha airport police. For private security person in the Kokobo airport police station for my national barbeches at the park. So how can you nipa back for Ebu statue baku sia? What can you know? And sana yenya private person beer Okobo police woman here in a very prime area called airport runabout. What be that?
President. Say they are contact.
Enumpo. Get a first few say. A minimum few say like I question, a minimum few say yes, and I branch the here. Nana Akuffo Addo from nowhere.
Fellow Ghanaians.
Kwabra da koso na nado ma adwuma. Adwuma na wayɛ no. Wayɛ adwuma na nya so mfasoɔ. Enti wo kwae na nado Akuffo Addo start to osre.
Nana Boakye Tromu the third. Joyao Nkwanta Mahin.
And I put that 2 honorable close to less than 2 weeks after free office. This tells you that the power of the people is still at work. The power of the people is still at work. Because when I come Kyei do be at the ma His Excellency the former president.
Fellow Ghanaians.
Na ka wo kwa hit to say wo kwabna chedako. Oh, didn't number be a focus the galamse what 2 hours is here. Oh, boy, galamse gra ADHD.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying.
And technically, what man who ye he? What man who ye bufu our system nimu. So nobody want to pay attention to you.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying.
And this is the end result of the money you spent. And I just want every single the Ghana police or anybody at all to investigate this matter. Say, come not to Dako or the a bicycle na so on the bottom sika. Because in Nada they be for so pay. I'm paying our fees, we sound paying the other horse there.
Fellow Ghanaians.
I can tell Ghana for say.
Fellow
Baba
Ghanaians.
National Cathedral.
Fellow Ghanaians.
Oh, for Ghana for sika sempo na te kumpo.
Fellow Ghanaians.
Sempo na te kumpo so fa nka ho.
Fellow Ghanaians.
Afeko wi achire. A whooping amount of over $400 million of state money has been spent on National Cathedral.
Today, you don't hear it.
But I am happy for the first